Hey guys, so I finally have that mochi mozzarella cheese recipe for you guys, and I have been raving about it in the other recipes like the Hong Kong pork chops, and also I did it for some pizza during the air fryer recipe. Really, it is the best kind of melted mozzarella-esque cheese that I have ever had. Like, those of you who are vegan, you guys know how hard it is to have a good vegan cheese, especially for pizza, because for some reason vegan cheese always tastes like popcorn butter. Like, somehow they associate this artificially butter flavor with the flavor of cheese. I hate that flavor. And so I had this cheese first in Thailand at a Korean bakery, actually. And I know that they do a lot of mochi cheeses over in Asia as well. So I've been playing around with the recipe. So mochi, if you guys don't know, is it's actually rice cake. It's made from rice flour and water, and what you do is you take these blocks that you can usually find in Japanese grocery stores. It is this kind of pounded up rice that makes that stringy, stretchy texture. Mozzarella is not like a very kind of like highly flavored cheese, which is good for this one as well, because you can flavor it as you like and still get that kind of like long, stringy, gooey texture. So I really can't wait to share it with you guys, and I think that you can use it for so many recipes. So this is kirimochi, which is essentially dehydrated rice cake blocks. Again, it's just rice flour and a little bit of water. And I'm thinking for Cheese Week, I could probably show this recipe as well in case if some of you can't find it in your local grocery stores. But it's hard like this. And because you are going to want to melt everything together, so just like chocolate, cut it into really small pieces, the smallest that you can, and that way it'll melt a lot better. I'm adding in about 1 cup of soy milk, and you can use whatever dairy-free milk of your choice, as well as 3/4 of a teaspoon of agar and 2 tablespoons of a vegetable oil. And that oil just really helps with texture. The agar is gonna help firm it up. And then this is a 1/2 cup of tapioca starch, and tapioca starch makes things gummy and stretchy. So it all really helps with the cheese texture. One thing I think I should have done is used a whisk and actually not added in the rice cakes yet. So once you get a smooth mixture, then add in the little rice cake pieces. Now you are going to melt the mochi pieces, and I would turn it up to a boil first and then lower it down to medium heat. Mochi is something that I think it takes time to melt more than it takes a really high heat, so you don't really want to burn anything, and you'll probably want to just put a cover on this, medium heat, stir it often until it kind of gets into a stage like this before putting in the rest of your flavoring ingredients. That was 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, 1.5 tablespoons of lemon juice, and then a tablespoon of white miso. Now, with my cheeses, I like them really tangy, so feel free to add more lemon juice or a little bit less to your liking. And I'm basically being really patient, and I want to make sure that this is all mixed in before I finally add in my salt. So that was a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. If you guys want to add herbs or any other additional flavorings, feel free to do that once you try out this base recipe, okay? And you see how melty and stretchy that is? That is what's going to happen when you remelt this cheese on top of your pizza or on top of your nachos. So I have a container here that I have oiled pretty well because this is very, very sticky. And you do want to pour this in while it's warm. Otherwise, once it starts setting, it kind of looks blobby and not as nice. So you can stick it into the refrigerator for a couple of hours and it's going to harden. I have also frozen this cheese as well, which makes it really great for storage, and you just have to thaw it out and then cut it up into chunks to put it on whatever you want. And this is a white version that I made without nutritional yeast. I have a nut cheese that's better that I will introduce on Cheese Week, but I think I like this one because it cut better, and the other one looked really crazy when I started cutting it, but that's only because it's going to be the perfect melty ooey gooey mozzarella. Anyways, that is it for me, kids. I hope you give this mozzarella recipe a try because the recipe is so good. It just mimics cheese so much better than anything I've tried before. As usual, if you want to see more recipes like this, remember to hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you all again next time. Bye!